Hey y'all, come on in. It's Tracy with Mama's Comfort Cooking, and today we're gonna cook. Get in here. I meant to hook my other page to this one, and I simply forgot. So I hope your notifications are on. I'm gonna be streaming from several devices on today, right? So I want y'all to come on in here. We're going to get started. I'm going to get myself situated where I see both of y'all at the same time, so it don't look like I'm looking different. So let me set myself up real good. Is that all right? So that I'll be looking in the same direction at the same time. Come on in. Let's see how we do over here. I'm going to go and start setting up over here before I mash my other device. So let me tell you what we're going to be making. We're going to take some ground beef and we're going to turn it into Salisbury steak with onions. We're going to make some homemade biscuits, just using heavy whipping cream. And we're going to do some mashed potatoes and some English peas. We're going to cook, right? And I like to feed my daughter time she comes home out of school. Hey, Greg. Hey, y'all, come on in. Y'all finding me. I'm trying to give y'all enough time. Let me go start setting up for the cook. And I'm going to put my mixer up so I can use this space. And we're going to have us a good time. And then I'm going to attach something else to this video. But we're going to have us a good time, okay? So until I get set up and I see how many people I get over here, I forgot to add the Mama's Comfort Tracy K mix. Good morning to you. How do you do? Did you sleep good last night? Was your body snuggled tight? Did you rest like you should? Does your body feel good? Good morning. Good morning to you. So you all, guess what I'm going to do? We're going to have an amazing cook. But I'm not going to turn this on. I'm going to use all my top wit stuff. Everything I'm going to cook other than my biscuits, I'm going to use the top wit. I'm going to go get me a couple of more top wits. We're going to get started, y'all. Hopefully by then people will be in here. I need this plug. So we're going to do potatoes. So on one side, we're gonna have the potatoes going. We're gonna do the meat, and then we're gonna make our biscuits. We're gonna work it out. Is that all right? I'm gonna give. I don't know. I should have hooked my other page in here, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my page and tell them I'm live over here. That's one of your favorite songs. Let me hurry up and let them know, and then I'm gonna go on over here to TikTok. Hold on. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go over here and share my video. I don't never make ricotta pies. I've never had that. I make cheesecake all the time. Just call it what it is, cheesecake. Ricotta and cheesecake is two different things. It's two different cheeses. I don't put ricotta in my cheesecakes. I don't. But I make cheesecake all the time. Hold on, y'all. I'm doing something. And then I'm going to add professional. Hold on one second. I'm gonna get professional in just a minute. But let me share this video real quick, y'all. But now I gotta go back and set my other setup again. Okay. Let me go back over here to TikTok. Okay. Hey y'all, come on in. I'm gonna set up with y'all and then we're gonna incorporate TikTok in here, okay? So I'm gonna turn you out. I'm gonna let you keep charging for a minute till I set up TikTok. TikTok, you don't stop. Rock it on. I gotta go over here and get a couple of more things. I gotta go over here and get all my stuff. I'm gonna set up. Huh? What is it? I'm on live. What is it? No, I'm finna cook right now. You good? You good? I told him that earlier. Y'all get in here. Okay, I gotta go get my stuff. Let me push y'all back. I feel like y'all ain't back enough. Hold on, I'll be back. Let me go get everything I need, y'all. Everything that I need. We're gonna do some biscuits. I'm gonna set the oven real quick for 450. Get my pot. I'm coming around in a circle. She be coming around the mountain when she come. I'm gonna set my oven for okay. These are some of the best pots. Top wet. They ball. They act like an oven. Like, you can do so much with these. Come on in here. Hey, Jean. Good morning to y'all. It's morning somewhere. Even though it's 1 o'clock where I live. But somewhere it is morning. And I got a morning song, right? And I like to sing that song. But when I got to go on and get finished getting set up. So, I got to get some water in this pot. The biscuits is going to be made. The ground beef is going to be made. I got to peel some potatoes. All right? We're going to prep this thing out. I'm not making no cakes right now. I had a big order yesterday. I'm having problems with my hip. I will have lemon cake coming up next week. I have a lot of more different things. I will be mailing out. The post office is not closed. I thought it was going to be closed on Good Friday. They told me, no, they're open. Let's get us some water in here. They told me they were open. And I don't, you know, with this, I don't even have to mess up my... I don't have to mess up nothing. And I'm going to move that off to the side for now. I'm going to go get some potatoes. I'm going to get the meat. English peas. Try to get rid of everything I can think of. You know, these potatoes, you have to wash them. They done went bad on you. Some biscuits. Somebody biscuits. Who know how to make biscuits? How many biscuit makers I got out there? Who know how to make biscuits? We're going to do us some biscuits. We're going to cut these onions up. To go, you know. Now let me tell you something. My husband can eat around these onions. But I love onions with my chopped, I call it chopped ground beef. The ground beef got to have something else to it. You just can't cook the ground beef patty. You got to add some more stuff to it. So I'm going to show you how to make these biscuits using one ingredient, okay? I'm finna add TikTok in. Hold on one second. We're going to do one ingredient biscuits. Alright? We can do two, but I'm going to show you this one ingredient. It's expensive to do it this way, but for some people that don't really, you know, I don't know the word I want to use, but it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Let me get the flour out. All right. Let me get my oil and everything for my biscuit thing. I'm gonna get ready to turn this other thing on. Let me get my pan. We're gonna do biscuits first. It ain't gonna matter when they come out, because they're gonna be done before they get home anyway. Let me get my flat iron, my flat skillet out. I love over here. Over there they want you to have, oh, you ain't got this to get well. You should have had, where's my flat skillet? Hold on, y'all. I'm looking for my flat skillet. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm gonna show you how to do that. We're gonna work on this ground beef. We're gonna get it started. We're gonna cut up some. What y'all want me to do first? Y'all want me to work the biscuits up first? Or y'all want me to just go ahead and start cooking the Salisbury steak and everything and then do the biscuits? Y'all gotta help me out, because when I turn this camera on over here on TikTok, I gotta be being professional. What you know about Burr Rabbit syrup? How old are you? Oh, April Fool's Day. I'm pregnant. Lord, forgive me, because that's April Fool's. All right, let's do the biscuits first. All right. Then we'll continue with the rest of the cooking. Oven ain't set yet. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? All right. Y'all need, I don't want to cook the, well, I can wrap them up. It don't matter. Do the Salisbury steak first. It do make sense to do that first. Help me. Ready? Okay. Let's do that Salisbury steak first, and then we'll go to the next thing. And I'm going to start my TikTok. How y'all doing today? We're going to get ready to start. We're going to do Salisbury steak, homemade biscuits, mashed potatoes, and we're going to do some gravy. And so we're going to get started. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut this onion up. I'll be using my top widths. I love these top width. And I'm going to be using this real big one today. And we're going to get things started. We're going to warm this up because we're going to caramelize them onions real quick while we're working on this meat. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut my little onion up. And I'm going to put a little oil in my skillet. And I'm going to get this thing going so that I can be caramelizing these onions and seasoning that skillet. Before we get this ground beef. Now, the way I turn my ground beef into something else is simple. You got to. In order for you to change the texture on it, you have to be able to turn it into something else. Or else it's going to be the texture that it is. That's just all it is to it. It's going to be ground beef. Ground beef is ground beef. Right? So what I'm going to do is take these onions and I'm going to season. This is how I cut my onions up. Child, I'm going to season my what I'm going to be cooking it in, my skillet. And I'm going to caramelize them, take them out, move them to the side. Right? Then we're going to make that amazing gravy that everybody likes. Everybody like a little onion gravy. Even if you don't like onions, you don't realize it, you do like that little onion gravy. It gives it that extra All right? So what we're going to do is just take these onions, just like I cut them up. That easy. If you cut them the right way, if you want strings like this, if you cut them the right way, they will be strings, okay? They'll just fall apart. You just got to know that. You got to know the right way to cut your onions, okay? So I'm going to put this in. Then we're going to go to the next step. Okay? We're going to let those caramelize themselves for a little while. Don't cook it on fast. You don't want to cook it on fast. Then we're going to take them out. All right? I cook my dinner early. You know why? Because I am the person here that has to do everything when it comes to making sure the cleanup is done. And so I make sure that I take my time and I'm able to do what I need to do. All right? Now we're going to start working on that ground beef. What you're going to need is an egg. You're going to need the seasoning of your choice. You're going to need some flour. All right? And just a little drop or two of some milk. And we're going to make this ground beef texture change. Okay? That's what we're going to do. We're going to change the texture of the ground beef. So what we're going to do now is take this ground beef and work on this ground beef. I took some ground beef out the freezer. I'm going to add a little flour. I'm going to add some seasoning. I'm going to add my egg. You use different seasonings. I'm going to use some Dale seasoning. I'm going to use my own seasoning. Everything green. These are my go-to staples. I'm going to use my everything green. This is my line. It don't have no salt, really. It's good. It's got just enough salt because you got to have some salt to keep it from crumbling. All right? I'm going to use this, the Dale. This is reduced sodium and it has some salt. So I'll put that in there. Okay. I'm going to use a Lipton onion beef. Put that in there. use a little flour. I'm going to use some flour. Okay, so you got your egg, you got your flour. You're going to start working it up. Then you're going to add your little drop of milk. I got some heavy whipping cream because today we're going to make our biscuits with what? Heavy whipping cream only. Heavy whipping cream only. I hope y'all doing good. For some of y'all may not know my little morning song that I do when I'm on in the mornings. But I want to introduce it to some of y'all because I sing it. It's something I wrote. So let me get my little stuff to work my stuff up with. You can add your pepper in. But don't add no salt if you use that dill because it's salty. Okay, and I'm seasoning my skillet. That's the sizzle that you hear. All right, I'm just turning this into Salisbury chopped steak. That's all I'm doing. All right, sometimes I lean with it, rock with it, because my back hurts from back surgery. Unfortunately, you're gonna always have to deal with it. So far we done the egg. We've done the flour. We've added the seasonings of our choice. Now we're going to start working this up, right? You kind of treating it almost like a meatloaf right now. Work it in there real good, right? Might have to add a little bit more. We'll feel and see. We might need another egg. We'll feel and see. You don't want to go too extreme, but I'm probably going to need one more egg. And we're going to add a little milk, right? And then this heavy whipping cream right here that I'm going to use, it's got a fat base in it. Okay? It's got a little fat base in it. Don't ask me why. Hold on. I didn't do that and take that lid off before. I don't know. So what I'm going to do is omit this glove right here and get me another one. Because I'm not left-handed. I'm right-handed. Okay? Let's open this up. We're just going to add a little. You can use regular milk too. I'm just adding a little bit in there, okay? I'm going to add me one more egg in here, okay? One more egg. And then we're going to get started, all right? Heavy whipping cream can be used for biscuits with nothing else added in it simply because it has fat base. And because butter is made from heavy whipping cream. So you don't have to add nothing else to it, all right? It's very easy and simple. You can make biscuits with canned milk, sour cream, water. You can make biscuits with buttermilk, regular milk. You can make biscuits with pretty much anything. It's your preference. Some people do not like to make their biscuits. Some people don't like to make their biscuits with nothing but sweet milk. You can. Sweet milk is whole milk. So we're going to work this in here. All right, give it a good work through. Okay, then we're gonna make us some patties. This is how you can stretch your ground beef too. You know, you can take ground beef and mix it with a pack of cube steak, and you can stretch that ground beef. Make that ground beef stretch. I grew up in a family of 11 with my mama and daddy included, so you had to make this stretch. I'm going to show you how to make it in just this, the next thing we're going to do. Once we get these going, we are going to do the biscuits. And then from there, I'm going to do my mashed potatoes and all that other good stuff. Let me get this worked in here really good. This is going to change the texture, right? This is going to take this ground beef to just a little extra level. It's going to give it a little tenderness, right? right? Now, after you get to this point, you can add your little more flour when you get ready to make up your patties to give it that outside crunch, okay? And you don't have to, right? So I'm gonna go in here. Now you can actually take it, shake it on there like you do, if you know, cooking something that you want flour on it. Add just a little bit more in here. But it's gonna give this an amazing texture, right? We're gonna add just a little bit more heavy whipping cream. We need a little more fat base, right? Just a little bit more, right? Not too much. Don't go crazy. You don't want your ground beef to tap up. You don't want that. You want to make sure you have the right consistency so it don't just fall all apart. You know how some people just fall apart. Everything bothers them. They just fall apart. But anyway, my theme song is Good Morning to You. How do you do? Did you sleep good last night? Was your body snuggled tight? Did you rest like you should? Does your body feel good? Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. I'm going to turn y'all this way now. How do you do? Did you sleep good last night? Was your body snuggled tight? Did you rest like you should? Does your body feel good? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Okay, we taking them onions out. Now we finna work these patties. Add your little oil. I use 90 to 80-20 ground beef. All right, so just add your little in there. That's all you gotta do. Let's get started, y'all. I'm gonna make these patties. I'm gonna take myself a little back break. So I'm gonna make these patties up, and I'm gonna drop them in there. And I ain't even had to mess up my stove. Y'all gonna love what I'm doing with this thing, right? I don't push nothing. I'm not doing no promotional, none of that stuff. I'm gonna push this thing toward me. You know why? Because when I went through what I went through with my back, when I really couldn't walk and I could not stand, I had to get things that would help me be able to cook in my kitchen. I had to research stuff. I had to go and find things that I could still be independent on, right? So you make your patties as big as you want. And I found things on my own. So this goes a long way. I'm telling you, you don't have to make, if you like huge patties, turn it up. If you like huge patties, you make them. I could take this little bit of ground beef and probably make a good 50 patties if I wanted to. You think about it, you start adding 2 or 3 of these on a plate, it goes a long way. We've already stretched this here ground beef. And these patties that I'm making right now, they're not the smallest patties. They're not. The pot has been seasoned. Don't ever give up your independence. You know, there are days I want to stay in the bed, but I get up every day. People don't know what you go through. They want you to deal with what they're going through. They don't know what it took for me to get up here and to turn this camera on. But they want you to be feeling bad for what they go through. Life gonna happen. Life is about changes. You know, I don't never want nobody to be considered my friend or nothing. If anything you go through, you can't talk it through, and you get mad and you got to do this, that, and the third, you wasn't with me. If you was with me, you never would have left me. If you was with me, you'd be able to talk through it. You wasn't with me, you was around me. That's the difference. And life is about choices. You don't never let nobody lay their life and their problems and struggles and their trials on top of what you already, honey, you already dealing with your own stuff. Right? And if you didn't put that weight on them, you don't let nobody put that weight on you. Now, if you want to, you can take the time and you can mash all these out, right? I still got this whole container, and I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've done 9 so far. I'm going to add the 10th one in here, right? I'm going to add the 10th one in here. And for the record, put a little oil on your hands when you're doing it, and that way you don't go through what I'm going through, right? And I'm not going to keep messing up no gloves. So that's all I can put in here right now. You got a bigger stove, honey, a bigger thing, put it in there. I'm going to show you what it's looking like. Okay. Now we're going to move this to the side, right? Come on, FB. I'm going to show y'all what I'm working with. Look. And I still have so much more to roll. Why? Because we stretched it. Okay. Now we're going to put that lid on there because that lid is going to cause this to cook even faster. All right. So I'm going to turn you back up. And I'm going to put you back in your position because we're going to make biscuits, all right? I want y'all right here. Stay right here. I'm going to let my other people over here see what's going on. When you are doing a podcast and you are working with multiple platforms at one time, it requires patience. See, I got 10 and I still got so many more that I got to do. I'm going to put this lid on here, just like this. And it's going to cause this to cook even faster. All right? I'm going to put y'all back over here because we finna make some biscuits. All right? That's what we finna do now. I'm going to turn you a little bit so you can get ready for these biscuits. Drop you down a little bit. We're going to make biscuits. That's good. If not, I'll fix it. Okay? So we got the onions. All right? And then we're going to put these onions in later. We're going to set them to the side. Now we're going to make biscuits. Biscuits are easy. Biscuits is a foundation that we all grew up on. Biscuits fill you up, baby. They fill you up till you want no more. I'm going to show you how to take and make some biscuits. Right? And what I'm going to do is I got this stuff called goop that I make. And I use it for my cakes. I use it for anything that I got to coat. And I'm going to coat my skillet and get it nice and greasy. So this has got flour and oil in it. Right? I've made this for y'all. All right? I'm going to get that just like that. When you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And I try my best to put things in their places so I don't have to go through all that stuff. So this is ready. All right? This is ready. All right, I'm going to turn y'all down just a little bit over here. Drop you. Just like that, like so, like that. That's good. Now, I don't roll my biscuits out. I want to get a bowl. Can y'all see good in this bowl? Is this a good bowl? Y'all see pretty good in this bowl. I ain't gonna make that many biscuits. You can make your biscuits big, small. Because I'm not really finna do no bunch of stuffing. These biscuits are gonna be made with just one ingredient. You're gonna need flour, self-rising. If you don't have self-rising, who knows how to turn biscuits into self-rising? This is a 1/2 cup. So that's 1 cup. I think today we're going to use 2 cups of flour plus a half. That's 2 cups. And I'm going to hold on to this 1/2 cup. Okay? That's it. The next thing you're going to need, and I'm not going to use no gloves, okay? I'm not going to use no gloves. I use gloves. I'm not going to use no gloves right now. We're going to use a good cup starting off of heavy whipping cream. It's got everything you need in here. Now, the only other thing you can add a little bit, I'm from the South, baby. We add sugar in everything. So, you just go get you a squishy bit. Just a squishy bit of sugar. Let me put a squishy in here. You don't have to. Put your squishy bit of sugar. Okay? You don't have to. It's good. It's your little squishy bit. That's about, a squishy bit is about a good 2 teaspoons. And then put you like a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Just like that. If you know, you know. Pull out your whisk, whichever one you got. Give it a good stir. You don't even have to get your hands dirty if you want to. You can do drop biscuits. Okay? You done stir it up. Add your heavy whipping cream. You can make your little hole, a little circle. Add your heavy. If you funny acting, you don't want to get your hands dirty, you can fold this if you want to with a spatula. Okay? Some of y'all have, it ain't nothing wrong. Some people don't like their hands dirty. Alright, so we're going to start off with 1 cup. We're going to fill it. You got to fill what you're cooking. You don't need nothing else. You don't need no butter. You don't need no shortening. You don't need anything else but what you got so far. That's it. That's all you need. I'm going to show you something. I'm doing this on purpose, right? This is crumbled up. That's what I want. I'm treating this kind of like I treat the biscuits when I do shortening. I'm getting all that loose flour in here before I add any more milk. Right? It's dry. As they say, it's drier than Cooter Brown. I never did know who Cooter Brown was. Alright? So we're going to add a little bit more milk. Because that's crumbled. And that ain't going to work. Now we got to have a little bit more milk so that we can fold it, right? So we're going to go on in here again. And I'm going to pour a whole cup of milk. I'm going to add it in a little at a time. Don't waste it. Heavy whipping cream is about $5 or more. Some of it is $7 depending on the name brand. Right? I use Laura Lynn. I don't care nothing about no name brand, nothing. It don't have to be Land O'Lakes. It can be whatever. I done learned my lesson from name brand stuff. Somebody put their name on it. Some stuff I just got used to it with my taste bud. But I don't get caught up in it. Alright? And it's going to be a little tight. Okay? Just a little tight. I'm going to go in with a squishy bit more. That's the only thing about making it this way. You do use a lot of your heavy whipping cream, and heavy whipping cream is expensive. It is an expensive thing. So we're at 2.5 cups right here. This should do it. It really should do it. It got to be ushy. It's got to be ushy-gushy for you. You hear that? You hear that? That's what you want. You hear that? You want it wet. That's what you want. That's what you want. Yes, you're going to add a little bit more flour. You're going to come back in and add that flour. You are. But you want to get this worked in there real good. You need that fat base. You know, you could turn these into garlic, cheddar, bay biscuits. You can do a lot. Once you get it, and you get that worked in there really good. Get it worked in there really good. You ought to be able to pick it up. Just like I did. If you can't pick it up like that, it ain't ready. Okay? So we done that part. All right? Give me that. I need it. Every little bit I need. All right? I'm going to turn this. I'm going to go and rinse my hand off so that I can get started now with folding it over. I'm not going to roll my biscuits out. You don't have to. You can press your biscuits and you can cut them that way. You don't have to roll them out. I'm going to show you how I do it. Okay, we're gonna need this biscuit bread. I'm gonna turn my stuff over real quick. My patties. And one thing about these patties, they're ready to come out. I really don't even cook them this long. I like to cook them halfway done. So the next set gonna be halfway done because I was too busy doing that. But I only really like to cook them halfway done. Let me get these. Let me get a container for these. And then we're going to finish these biscuits. And then we'll put some more of them in here. Okay? So one thing at a time. I'm one person. So we're going to go and get these biscuits. I'm going to turn this off for just a minute while I work on the biscuits. And then I'll go back to that, put more meat in there. All right? I wish I had an assistant, but I don't. So here we go. It won't take us long. This is how I do my stuff. Now, if you don't know how to do it the way I do it, because I do it in my hand, let me find a biscuit cutter. All right? And we'll do this size, I think. And so this is how I do mine. I don't like to make no mess, right? You can use your cutting board. I really only do my stuff inside this one thing. I make my stuff with my hands. But for some of you that don't, I'll do this for you. All right? So what you want to do is you want to take your sticky biscuit dough. Don't leave nothing in there. Get it all out. Your bowl should be empty. Okay? You want to take this. Put some of this on your hand. It's called flour. Touch it. Touch it. What you laid down. And press it. Right? Don't worry about it. Flip it over. Let it get on the other side. It didn't take much. You saw that I didn't use much, right? You're going to knead it. Kneading it means you're going to cross it over each other. When you cross over, when you knead, it lets your biscuit become flaky. You're going to cross over it again and give it a press. That's all you're doing. You're lifting up some of that flour, put it on your hands, cross it over. Right? You cross over, press it down, cross it this way. You kneading your bread, right? That means your bread is going to be flaky. When we get through, I'm going to show you. We got layers to this, right? If you look, you got layers in your biscuits, right? So when you finally get it, depending on how flaky you want it, it's just depending on how flaky. You done rolled this. You got layers on it now, right? It's layers to it. You can take this. You don't have to roll it out. Press it out. You want half an inch? How thick you want your biscuits? My husband, he don't like thick biscuits, right? He don't like them thick. So what I do is I put a little flour on my hand. You know, let it fall where it may. I rub me a little flour. And you can just take your thing and stick it in. When you stick it in, just leave it. Stick it in, just leave it. Stick it in. You see where I'm going? I'm not twisting it. Put it on your skillet. Always let your biscuits touch each other. Let your biscuits touch. Don't turn, just shake it off. Make sure your biscuits touch. Okay? And now we're going to do this again. Right? We're going to just take our little leftovers. And we're going to knead it. Right? It's going to help with getting the sticky out of it. Right? We got to add us a little. Remember I told you that half a cup? I don't waste my flour. I use just what I need. Just what I need. I'm going to press it out. Well, I'm comfortable with it. I play with my bread enough to know where I'm at with it. Okay. We'll get us a couple of more out of him. We're going to make it work, ain't that right? We're going to make it work. I can feel it. I didn't mean to twist. Push them together, honey. However you got to do it. Get that biscuit in there. I move stuff around according to what I think I need to move around to get another one in there. That's how I do mine. Now, you do yours the way you want to. Make sure they touch. And I got this much left. I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I need one more biscuit to fit in him. Somewhere. I'm trying to decide what biscuit I need to change. But I'll work it out. I'm not going to mess with it. Okay. I'll use this. I'm going to take a small skillet. Or I can take this if I wanted to and wrap it around a Winnie. It's really up to me. Alright? So we got that much left. That's all we got left. That's okay. So we're going to take this. You're going to pat your biscuits with a little bit of your what? Head whipping cream. Or what you made it out of. Just take your hand and pat it. It's going to seal in the moisture. Right? Some people gloss theirs with butter. You can gloss it with butter too. To give it that little shine. This also keep it from getting hard. You can go ahead if you want to and melt your butter. And you can put your butter on there. We're going to put mine in the oven. I cook on 450. Okay? So I'm going to put mine in the oven for a good, I'm going to say 13 minutes. And clean up is easy. You done cleaned up. Alright? So, this is what they look like. Alright? And I'm not reading no comments right now. I can't see that good. So, y'all bear with me. I'll answer questions in just a minute. So we use equal parts. We use 2.5 cups of flour, and we use 2.5 cups of the heavy whipping cream. I'm going to set my timer for 13 minutes. If it takes longer, you put longer. Everybody's oven don't cook the same. Let me get something to get this last one up. Hold on 1 second. Y'all got any questions? Hold on. Because we got to put some more meat in. I'm just going to take this little skillet right here. I'm going to grease it real good. I'm going to take this little skillet and I'm just going to grease it real good. Baby, you could take this right now if you wanted to. I'm going to make a hoe cake. Right? This is a hoe cake. Right? I just pressed. Did you see how quick I did that? That's what they used to do. They used to make them one of the stuff. They called it a hoe cake. She in there. We didn't waste nothing, did we? All right, we're going to put her on in there with the others. We're going to keep cooking. Be right back with y'all. I told y'all I clean as I go, and I meant it. And I do. I clean as I go. Okay, so now we're going to work on that ground beef again. And get the rest of that done so we can make this gravy. Okay? I'm going to put some more patties on. Child, that thing wants to hold on to me. So I'm going to put some more of these patties on in here. We done with that heavy whipping cream and all of that. We're going to get back to this. We're going to turn this up. And we're going to add more. All right? Y'all good? Everybody good? Everybody enjoying it so far? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? So what I'm going to do is make more patties. Now let me tell you something. I don't typically let my ground beef do nothing but brown. Don't cook it all the way. Now one side of that, I didn't even brown because I left it in there too long. Don't do that. See, I'm doing multiple things. Don't do that. You don't want it to be all the way done, because if you put it in the gravy and let it continue to cook in the gravy, it will be tender. Okay? And the oven is on 450. So the recipe for the heavy whipping cream biscuits is 2.5 cups of flour and 2.5 cups of heavy whipping cream. I added just a little pinch of salt and a little pinch of sugar, right? Just to balance it off, right? All right. Now, you could add anything you want to that. All right. You can add anything. Miss Kathy Baker, my baby, how you feeling today? I speak life over you. Hey, April Kenny. Hey, they're my regular babies, honey. Miss Carolyn Thomas and them all. They my regulars on FB. I love y'all. They talk to me. Hey, Miss Ann Craig. Hey, Miss Sandra Streeter. Yes, you can take it. And let me tell you something. You can bust that biscuit open and you can, honey, lay these things over there, whole cake. Pour that gravy over there. Baby, you eating good. You can top it all off. You can do one dish. You can take that and, you know, we did 10 the first time, right? So we got 2, 4, 6, 7. I told y'all I could make a lot of them. 8. 9. 'I can feel I got a little burn on my hand. I always touch something. Thank y'all for the stars. Y'all get your daily heart meats over there on TikTok if y'all don't mind. I appreciate the support over here on Facebook. Alright? So now, we got 10 again. That's 20, right? And they're small. And we still got a whole thing. I'm just going to take them and make them in balls. I'll tell you how many more I got to cook. I think I'm going to make these a little bigger to get it out the way. I still got 5 left to cook. 5. So now I'm going to make my mashed potatoes. I'm going to peel my potatoes. After these get done, we'll do the onions. We'll do the gravy. Put the onions back in there. We'll have a whole meal. I'm going to do probably some English peas because I still got my cabbage. Right? Put that lid on now. Ain't that pretty? Leave all this over here. I always say, you know, you ever worked in fast food or you ever worked in the cafeteria, if you ever did food service, I always say clean your station. Plus, I'm a master barber. I'm a master cosmetologist. So I always call things stations. So you will still hear me use that terminology when I cook. I'll say clean your station, right? Okay, so now I'm going to salt my water over here. And I'm going to get ready to do some potatoes. I rinse my potatoes, right? And I put water in my container. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go over here and get these potatoes out the sink, run this little water real quick, and then I'm going to come back to you. That's how I do mine. And the reason why I do it like that, so my potatoes going to be black. That part. Just depending on how many people coming to your house to eat. If you ain't gonna cook all that ground beef, freeze it. My husband loves this. He'll take it to lunch. My baby girl will take, she'll eat stuff and say, Mama, can I take it tomorrow when my lunch is full? I say, you sure can. I'm telling you, these potatoes, don't let them hold up worth nothing no more. I'm up here feeling them and everything. You go to the store, I bought a tomato the other day, and the tomato wasn't even no good. So what I do is, I come over here, I turn on my pot filler because of my back, and I get my water from right here. And I peel my potatoes. And I'm going to get my top whip going. I got another one. I'm going to get it boiling with water so my potatoes will be boiling. And I don't even mess up my back eye. You gotta think, let me tell you, my children, they never had to, this is my other top whip. My children never had to give up their lives to take care of me. When I first had my surgery, they came home and helped Dad out because he was still working. But I didn't want them to give up their lives, right? They didn't have to give up their life. And I found a way. And what y'all don't know, I keep my cane where y'all can't see it. Okay? I'm being honest. I keep my cane. You just can't see it. I have to hold, hey, Mama Warren, I love you. She's my mama. She's one of my mamas on here. So what I'm going to do is turn on my other top whip. And sometimes I grab my cane. Y'all don't pay no attention. Because some stuff go over people's heads. Sometimes I lay it on the counter. But I keep that cane. Right? So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to salt my water. I got water in my other one. I'm going to cut the potatoes up. I'm going to get this water boiling. I'm going to show you that this operates just like a regular stove. If you having problems with your... See, this time I'm on top of it. This time I ain't letting them cook long. I'm going to do that last 5. I only wanted them to get a little coating on them. That's it. You don't cook them all the way. Don't cook it all the way. You just want to get a little color into it. That's all. Because when we put it in the gravy, it's going to continue to cook. We got 5 more to drop in here. That's it. The less you cook them, the more tender they are. We got to put 5 more in here. And we'll be done. Look at it, want to pop all in my face, want to show out. Lord Jesus. Y'all going to see something good happening today. Something good is coming your way. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. So I'm going to press these last ones down. Y'all hear them biscuits? I told you, just hold on. 13 minutes come quick, don't it? My God from Zion. We're going to get those biscuits and check them. And if they don't look like they're ready, we're going to add a little more time. Who in a hurry? Not me. All right, we got that out the way. Who ain't cooking for themselves? Back might hurt. And it does. Baby, I'm about ready to brown. Soon as I come from wiping my hands, I'll be ready to brown. Y'all want to see them? I'm going to show them to you. Hold on 1 second. Y'all know I have to run water on everything, so when I get ready to wash it, it'll be good to go. No way, I don't have to worry about that. finna change it over to brown. I'm finna change it over to brownie. I'm gonna touch it and feel it. I got a brownie. Ooh. I just gotta put a little brown to them. I'll be right back. Ugh. Hush. I gotta stay right here with them. All right, broil. Looking for my butter yum. And I'm stripping, I'm moving, I'm boom, 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 boom. Mama on the beat, yo. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna stay right here with it. I done come this far by faith. You don't have to add no butter. You don't have to add nothing. You don't have to use nothing but 2 ingredients. That's it. Stay. My mama used to always tell me, when you on broil, you don't go nowhere. Stay where you're supposed to be when it's on broil. Okay? Stay where you're supposed to be. Good morning, Ruthie. Good afternoon, Ruthie. Good afternoon, moderator. I'm sticking with it. I don't know how dark you like your biscuits. What's happening? What's up? I don't know how dark you like your biscuits. I'm a light brown biscuit eater. You might like yours looking a little darker. That is a preference. You get them as dark as you want to get them. I'm watching mine. It's dark enough for me. For me. I don't like mine too dark. You can darken yours more. All right? I don't like mine dark. That's all I can tell you. That's a preference. I'm going to rub some butter on him. And I'm going to put some butter in my water for my, that's really up to you. I tell people all the time, can't nobody tell you what you do or don't like. I can't tell you you don't cook just because we don't season or cook the same way. Listen, and I'm going to tell you another thing. If you cook with gas, it browns a little different than cooking with electric, okay? I'm cooking with electric, okay? But that's a preference, all right? Some people love gas. Gas is high right now. My mama cooked with gas. All right. Here we go. Here we go. 2 ingredients. All I used was 2 ingredients. All I used was 2 ingredients. I used heavy whipping cream and flour. That was it. Okay? Let me set up one of these things and get these out the way because I don't want to burn myself. So we're going to move these biscuits out the way. Again, there they go. Jean, y'all swipe y'all comments and get a picture. Okay. Now we're going to get this last set of meat out. We're going to make us some gravy. And we're moving. And we're going to start with peeling these potatoes. All right, gravy is easy. You're going to use the grease that you got in your skillet. You're going to need that grease. All right? You may not need all of it, but you're going to need it. That's the only way you can make gravy. Really, real gravy. Not nothing that ain't real. So let me get something to dip some of this out. All right, so I'm sorry, y'all. I have to keep this chair because I never know when my back gonna go out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move my little thing right here so you can see me. Okay. I'm gonna lean this forward. This pan comes out. I'm gonna get some of this grease out of here, okay? Not all of it. Some of it. Okay? And then I'm gonna add me some flour. I normally use anywhere about 1/4 cup of flour. That's about all I use. But it depends on how much gravy I'm making. I'm going to shake some of this flour in here. So today, I'm going to show you something. You don't have to use more than 1/4 cup of flour. I got to come over there and fix that thing on the taco. Hold on, TikTok. I got a puzzle. I don't know why I ain't even left. Let me fix this puzzle. Okay, we back. All right. You can, the way you can tell if you don't have, child, I done sit up here and left the last little one in here. I can't let y'all see her. I forgot about her. She dark skinned. She's extremely dark. You sit on over there by yourself. I'm sorry. Why y'all didn't remind me I left one of them biscuits in there? Y'all sure ain't right. But the way you can tell if you have too much flour, you can tell it because you ain't gonna be able to stir it up in your oil. It won't still be thin looking. You gotta be able to cook the graininess and cook your flour for a minute. I don't even worry about it. I'm gonna leave this alone, right? And you can season your flour however you want to, right? I'm gonna add a little salt in here. You know why? Because this is gonna cook. See, it's liquidy. It's got to be liquidy for you to have the right consistency. This gonna grab hold. It's gonna grab hold and it's gonna start turning dark. Depending on what color you want it, it's gonna turn dark. I'm gonna add me a little pepper in here. It's gonna turn dark. Do you have to make your gravy with onions? No, you do not. But this has to have, the grease has to be loose. If your stuff, I told you I done burnt myself once touching this. If your if you don't have enough flour, it can't cook. It'll be crumbly. All right? And what did I tell y'all? I told y'all this operate. You see that steam? Because it's boiling. I'll show you. I'll unplug it for a second so I don't have to keep moving my cameras. I'm boiling water in this. You can fry in it and you can boil in it. I just like steam anyway. And I'm going to let that keep doing what it's doing. I ain't even added no butter to it yet. And I bought these things to help me. You can throw away this. You don't need the rest of that oil. But you got to keep letting this cook. You can add more flour if you want it, depending on how thick. Well, you need to add some more flour. I would if I wasn't finna do a catch-22 to this. Hold on, I'll be right back. You don't believe me? Try it and then tell me. But don't tell me if you don't try it. Hold on, let me see if I got it before I get the run in my mouth. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I may not have it. I may not have it, baby. Did I open my mouth too quick? Hold it up, hold it up, hold it up. I may have to add more flour if I don't have what I'm looking for. Lord, I knew I had. Did my husband eat them all? Husband. Oh, my life. I tell you, you come in here and eat up everything. Make you start buying groceries. I buy the groceries, y'all, most of the time. But anyway, I might add a little more flour because what I need, I don't have. And I can't keep looking for something that ain't there. Is that all right? I'm going to tell you what I was going to add. Oh, yes, I do. Hallelujah! Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah! So, so I'm just going to add me a can. I'm going to add just, it's getting like I want it. I'll add just a squishy bit more flour. Okay, just a squishy bit. All right. All right, I want to make sure it's the right thickness. That's all I want. If you don't want to, you're not going to burn it, but you got to brown it. If you're scared of browning it, let me tell you something. You can add several things. I'm going to show you what you can add. And what I'm going to use anyway, I kind of need to darken it a little bit because the can of cream of mushroom, you can use cream of mushroom, cream of celery, or cream of chicken. All right? So what we're going to do is we're going to use some beef broth to darken this, right? It works. Get you some beef broth to darken it. Now this kind of broth right here, let me tell you something about this. This stuff right here, it crumbles up so fast and it costs so much. It's broth-based beef, and only thing I don't like about it is you spend a lot of money for something to crumble up so quick. But this will help darken your gravy. I'll show it to you. Just like that, my gravy is getting to the dark color. All right. Now what I've learned over the years, you can use beef broth. You can use all that if you want to. It's going to be too salty. You're going to need to do like them old folks. You're going to need to use some water. Sometimes people cook and it looks pretty. There you go. Sometimes people cook and it looks pretty, but they didn't tell you it's pretty salty. Open up your can of, today is cream of mushroom. Whatever I have is what I use. Come on. Put it on in there. Get your whisk. Stir it on up in there. Alright? Go on and add that good, amazing. You don't have to leave it, like that song say, you don't leave here like you came in Jesus' name. It don't have to be all the time the way mama did it, the way grandmama did it. It don't. You can add all kind of life and flavor as you start to incorporate your water, right? I'm stirring this up, right, so that I can make sure that it's going to be the same color as what the gravy going to be when I start adding the water. It ain't going to mess with your stuff that much, right? It ain't. I'm showing you right now. It's just a big lump of paste now. Brown paste, right? So we're going to start incorporating some water. I'm going to start with this, but I don't think I'm going to keep using this. Go ahead and start adding your liquid. Whisk it in. Get your little whisk, if you got one. And your gravy can be as dark as you want it to be. Okay? You're going to need some liquid. That's why I said I'm not going to keep using this can. I got to get over here and get my container. Who coming to eat lunch with me today? Add your liquid in here. All right, incorporate that liquid. Incorporate that liquid. You're gonna need it. I'm not putting too much liquid in here. I really don't still have enough. Right? Trust me, I don't want to hear nothing about what weight of gravy is this, what weight. I don't know. But I know how thick I like my gravy. And I know that I don't want to come in here in a few minutes and this gravy is so pasty and thick. I grew up like that. I never liked that. I don't know why. You come to eat, the dumplings thick. They used to do it. That's why sometimes I think as kids we didn't like stuff. We got so much more stuff now. Remember, meat finna go in here. It's gonna continue to cook in here. So I'm gonna add me more liquid. You do what you wanna do. I'm gonna add me some good liquid. Why? Because I got flour. The condensed is already something, right? So you can do one or two things. I'm gonna put the lid on here for a minute to get this boiling. Right? And then I can look and see when this flour connects to this water to know if I need before I add my meat. All right, I'm gonna add the rest of this water over here because this been boiling. It's about to boil itself out. I can get some more. And remember, you remember those onions? Baby, those onions are ready to go in here, right? Soon as I get this stuff going, I'm gonna incorporate the onions. Then I'm gonna incorporate the meat. You're gonna want that flavor of the onions in this gravy. Whoever don't like it can pick around it. All right? So we're gonna give this just a few minutes to get the boiling. All right? And we're going to peel these potatoes so we can get finished with y'all. I know y'all tired of me. I know y'all sick of me. Y'all sick of me. As the old folks used to say, you got to be sick of me. Oh, Lord Jesus. Thank you. We're going to let that catch hold. And it won't take long. And I peel my potatoes. And I'm going to tell you another thing. Idaho got some, what them things called? Potatoes, instant potatoes. And you can take a pack of, 1 pack of the sour cream and add it into your potatoes. It tastes good. So I'm just going to take these. I keep my potatoes in water. I told y'all that. Right? I keep them in water so that they don't turn brown as I peel. All right? I'll go over there and I'll dump this water out, rinse them off, put them in the pot, and throw my peelings in the trash. When I get through with this cook today, you will see that I will not destroy this kitchen. I'm not going to destroy it today. All right? I'm just going to peel my potatoes. All right? Get your daily heart meats over there on TikTok, please. Welcome in, YouTube. Instagram. Tracy K. All my pages. Mama's Comfort Cooking. Tracy K. Mitchell. Life Lessons with Tracy K. Mitchell. And Tracy K. Mitchell and Friends. I'm claiming and speaking life over every one of my pages. Is that all right? All right. My dinner will be done by the time my baby get home off that bus. Sometimes your kids don't like what they have in school. You see, I got water. I keep water in him. You hear it? As I peel my potatoes. And I'm peeling it all in one pot. We're going to check and see what's going on with this gravy. All right, in just a minute. If it's the consistency I like, the next thing I'm going to add is the onions. Then after that, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to start incorporating the meat. And I'm going to tell you something. If it get a little thick, add a little more liquid. But I'm going to tell you something. If you use beef broth at all when you're dealing with this, or chicken broth, add water to it. Because it can get too salty. And remember, you're not cooking just for yourself. You're cooking for everybody else. Do you use a potato peeler? I got a bunch of them and I don't like them. I just don't. I don't lose enough potato to care. I can't stand that click, 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 click. I don't know what it is. Every time I got a whole drawer full. I don't like them. So many people from Mama's Comfort Cooking and Tracy K. Mitchell page is giving them to me. I don't like them. I grew up peeling potatoes just like this, and I can work it. I just, look, I'm using a big knife at that. I don't know. I just don't like them. It's what you get used to, I guess. It's whatever you get used to. I ain't lost that much potato. Potato, tomato. Okay? I just got a couple of more potatoes. See, I got the skin in the water. I just go over here and dump it. That's how I do stuff to make my life easy. I keep a trash can next to me. Y'all get what I'm saying? Okay. Let's look at this gravy. See if I need any more liquid. You see how it's coming along? That looked good to me. That's going to be all right. Okay? So now what I'm going to do? I move everything around. Y'all say, do it, Mama. Go, Mama. Go, Mama. I'm going to add these onions in there. Going to add them onions and get them onions a time to put its flavor in here. Okay? Go ahead. Put them onions in there. Get them going real good. And then, what we're going to do next, add the meat. We're going to add that meat. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to peel this. I keep it in water. I keep them in water. And I'm going to peel them. And then I'm going to dump. I cut them in half. I don't know why it restarted. But anyway, my podcast restarted over there on FB. I got the other pot next to me. I sit here most of the time and I'll play my gospel music. Like when I got to get ready to cook for Easter, I'll be in here prepping. I play my music, whatever music I want, whether it's gospel or old school R&B. I listen to my music in peace, and don't nobody come help me cook. Don't nobody help me clean up. Get it out. I get it done and I get it out the way. People be like, oh Lord, what am I going to eat? Honey, my husband come through the door smelling food. It's already done. Right? So there you go. By the time I come back, I'm going to dump this. And I'm going to get ready to put them in the thing. What made my potatoes cook fast? I cut them in half. I'm going to take the lid off of him. I cut them in half. That's how I do it. And it cooked faster. They cook faster when I cut them in half. You can cut them as many times as you think you need to so they don't be too thick. So my people that's struggling in your body like me, my hip been bothering me this week. I don't go to my pain management yet. It's not my appointment time till around the 15th. I have to take care of myself. I've come a long way. I need to take one of these out and put it one more time. I put salt in my water. Potatoes don't take long to cook. This is done. Now we down to the meat. And y'all know how to cook English peas. I don't have to show you how to cook English peas. I'm going to show you how to do the potatoes. And, yeah. So now we're going to add this meat in here. Right? Because it's doing it now. As that song say, it's doing it and doing it and doing it well. And let me show you the consistency. You got to know what you like. Right? I keep something to taste stuff with. I can tell you right now if I'm going to need a little more salt or not. That's perfect. Because the meat also got salt in it. Okay? So remember, we didn't cook this all the way. But we're going to incorporate it into this amazing gravy. With the onions. These onions, I don't care if my onions remain. I don't care. I don't have to dump they pretty to dump a bunch of onions on top. But they going to marmalize themselves. And they going to dissolve. My husband don't like onions. I get the best of both worlds. I get the flavor in it. He don't have to see it. And I can taste it. How about that? Look at that. I guess you thought it wasn't going to fit in there, didn't you? Oh, it'll fit. Just take your time and get everything going. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? I can feel it in your eyes. Yeah. Okay? Put that on now. Set it. Leave it. Now, this is the time that a lot of y'all don't want to admit. But this is the time you sit around and you do nothing. But you should be doing something. You should be doing your housework. Cleaning up these dishes. So that when everybody else sit down and eat, you can sit down and eat. Take these little few dishes you got. Clean these dishes up. Put everything in their right little place. And you eating and you moving, baby, just like everybody else is eating and moving. Clean your station up. You through with the flour. Put the flour up now. Put the heavy whipping cream up now. All you gonna have when I get through, I'm gonna have 2 containers sitting out when my husband get home. 2 top whips and some biscuits. Right? That's it. And I'm gonna shift everything over here out my way. Off of my counters. I'm gonna move everything off the way, off my counters. You don't have to give up on your life. I'm not gonna move yet, but I'm gonna show you how I do everything, right? And how I flow with everything. I don't even need this really no more. I'll keep it. And the next thing is gonna be the mashed potatoes. I'm gonna get 1 pack of Idaho sour cream and chive, and I'm gonna use it. All right. Again, y'all got any questions how we made the Salisbury patties? Again, all I did No, it's not deer steak. Everybody, I like deer, but my husband don't like deer. I like raccoon and I like rabbit. My husband won't eat none of that. I find the cube steak is just tough as it want to be right now. And it costs too much. And a family pack ain't a family pack. So instead, I'll turn around and make these patties, right? If you go over to Longhorns, they got something called chop steak. They don't even do what they used to. It just tastes like a regular ground beef patty now. And then you want somebody to pay you, you know, all that money to eat that one ground beef patty with a scoop of mashed potatoes. Child, it get on my nerves when my family say, let's go out to eat. I just don't want to go out to eat. They always say, Mama, you need a break. No, I don't need to spend my money on something I can cook better than they can. That's what I say. So, y'all got any questions for me? I'm going to turn y'all around this way. Because now I'm at the sink. And I'm going to take y'all over here with me to the sink. Now we're finna start cleaning up until these taters get finished. I'm gonna take y'all over here to the sink with me. You can use whatever you want to. You can do deer meat has the soak. You know how to, if you eat deer meat, then you already know how to soak your deer meat. You know you gotta soak the wild like that deer meat. So what I do now, I got a dishwasher. I never use my dishwasher. Why? I don't know. I like looking out the window. Now it's hot. I'm going to open my window. And I sit here. And I wash my dishes. This whole tub is full of soap. I do like my granny and them. They used to take one of their containers, and instead of filling up the whole sink, they put everything in that container. Y'all remember that? They would wash dishes in a bucket. And sometimes I run me a whole lot, especially when I bake. I run dishwater, right? I constantly keep it hot as can be. My sink water feels like you done ran water on a and poured it over him. And I'll show you how clean my kitchen gonna be when I get through. Thank y'all so much, Facebook, for sharing me out. I appreciate you so much. Listen, God is so good. I got 400 and something over here on FB, and I got 136 over here on TikTok. God is so good. I thank God for everyone that saved and hung in here with me. Better days are coming. I only cook on Mama's Comfort Cooking. I do my lectures on Tracy K. Mitchell. My motivational speaking. I don't do it over here. And see, when I get through, I can be free like everybody else. I can't stand a messy person. Cook the kitchen got stuff everywhere. I can't stand that. I don't know how many people my thing. See, it's getting too hot now. Y'all see that smoke? Y'all see that steam? It'll steam me out. It'll burn my whole hand up. I don't like dishes in the sink. I can't stand it. And my dishwasher, I don't know. And I don't want to keep no dishes in no dishwasher. You make room for it. They ain't supposed to stay in there. But to each is to own. Some people use theirs as a storage thing. The only reason why I put the dishwasher in the beginning, in case I sold my home. I was going to buy another house. I was going to put this house on the market where you could just get everything you wanted for your house. And When I went out there seeing what I was going to have to pay, I stayed with the one that was paid for. I said, no, I'll get my mention in heaven, I believe. That's what I believe. It didn't make no sense for me to go out and buy another house at my age. This month, in 29 days, I'll be 58 years old. I'm too old. I don't want no house note at this age. When my husband get ready to retire, I want him to be able to retire. I don't want him to be worried about no mortgage. Taxes is high enough. You already have to pay enough with your taxes. Let me tell you something. When you own a home in the United States, the taxes still feel like you have a mortgage. My taxes are so high where I live. My taxes are so high where I live at. It's like I pay $800 a month. By the time you pay, ain't that right? Do that math. If your taxes is right at $5,000, ain't that like you paying divided by 12? 4,000 and something. So see, is that right? Then you got to pay your own insurance because ain't nothing escrowed. I'm going to show you how I got myself together to have a break like everybody else have a break. By the time I get ready to eat, it's about time to do those potatoes. I'm going to tell you a trick I do with my potatoes. Okay, my sink is clean. I'm going to do my last little dump right here. I'm going to turn y'all across the room so you can see I ain't messing up my kitchen as I put up everything. Y'all stay right where y'all at. I'm going to turn you where you can see me. All right? I know y'all can see me. Okay? I'm going to walk over there. Okay? So you can see my island and everything. And what I got left to do concerning my kitchen. Keep this with me everywhere I go. Bring y'all back over here. We done. Baby, we cleaned this, didn't we? Got this spoon. And we got this one. And somebody gave Avery these cupcakes for their birthday, but I'm gonna get rid of this. She ain't gonna like these cupcakes. I ain't gonna like stuff like this that much. So now, y'all see, I'm gonna turn it around so you can see I clean my kitchen. It's clean. All right? Turn it around. All right? And those are the only two things I got to work with. And we finna do these potatoes right now. Right? So we're gonna go back over here. And I'm gonna turn myself around backwards. Okay? So y'all can see that I clean my kitchen. Okay, hold on. Y'all stay right here, FB. And I wanna let y'all see my kitchen is not dirty. All right? All right, and then what I want you to see is this. Look at that. I'm gonna keep both of y'all right here for a minute so I can show y'all this. Get over there. Okay. Don't that look good? Then I'm gonna show you the potatoes. I turned it down. Look at that. I turned it down. It's gonna keep simmering and doing what it's gotta do. All right? Now, if you Cajun, add you some Cajun seasoning. All right, you see that? All right. Now let me show you how good this thing work over here. All right, so now we're gonna take a quick trip just to turn you all to right here. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. This done work those potatoes, did it not? Did it not work? Huh? Is it not boiling? Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna do my trick, and I'm looking for my masher, y'all. If not, I'm gonna use this other thing to mash the potatoes that I used earlier. There's my regular old masher. I don't know what it's at. It's in here. I can't find it. And I'm gonna show you. Look. 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 They almost there. See? That ain't ready. They almost there. And I'm just doing it off of this thing. Let them continue to cook. And then when they get ready, we're going to add something to it. Okay? That's how I do my stuff, right? So, if you want to see something, let me show it to you. This is what I film in every day. Might be a little foggy. I need to wipe it off. Hold on, let's see. I need to wipe it off. I need to wipe my camera. Maybe two will help you. This is my kitchen that I content creating on a regular basis. Okay. All right. And it goes around. All right, let me turn that back around. Because you know y'all gotta see my face. Y'all got to. All right, now let me let my other page see. Some of y'all that ain't never seen my kitchen from a distance, let me show it to you. This is my kitchen that I content create in. All right. Okay. And it's a little messy, but it's because I cook, right? So look, when I get through cooking, I do just like y'all. I take a nap. I go to sleep. I do just like the next person. Right? I bake. I have all kind of stuff in here to sell. And I do real good selling. But I found a cute picture yesterday. I want y'all to see it. While we're waiting, if y'all don't mind talking to me. Look, I want y'all to see this. I had to go ship yesterday. Is that not cute? And y'all know we're the honeybees. And I take my bees serious. God gave me honeybee. Sweeter than the honey in the honeycomb. He has restored me. And I found this picture. I wish I had two. But I'm grateful I found one. I'm going to hang it in my hall bathroom. I went to TJ Maxx. I never go in there because they don't have wheelchairs. I've been pressing, and that could be why I'm hurting so much. Because I've been doing my own deliveries. Anybody want to see what's in my freezer? I'll show y'all. I shipped a big order yesterday. I put it in my car by myself. I took it out. I took it into the post office. And I hurt every day in my body. Every day. If you only know what all a bee does. It's wise. It gives us the pollen that we need. So it pollinates. He described it in his word that he was sweeter than the honey on a honeycomb. And some of y'all don't want to hear nobody talk about the goodness of God. And so you drop off and you leave. But the same God you can't stand to hear about, you're going to need him. Every knee going to bow and tongue confess. But then when he don't show up for you the way you don't show up for him, you can't get mad. I did what he told me to do. I was obedient. And look what I got. I didn't add no square footage to my house. No square footage. You send me one, I'll take it, baby. I'll take that beef flat, baby. Who said that? Who said that? Miss Vertella, I'll take it. I got God blesses me to bake. Yes, Monique, I got your cash app. Thank you so much for the blessing that you attached to it. You know, I don't know if the people on TikTok want to stay because I can't do nothing until the potatoes get ready. But I tell you what I do over here on Mama's Comfort Cooking and my other pages. We give him the glory. Right? He been so good to me. Your obedience is better than your sacrifice. People could think I was crazy. But I said, God came to me, spoke to me, said the next time I cook, turn my camera on. And my daughter, she believed me instantly. And she said, Mama, I'll be over there. I was taking care of my cousin, sister friend. She had a nervous breakdown. She lost her son. And I was going to the mountains. And through that, I didn't know I was going to catch COVID. I was fighting for my life while my page was going viral. Me and my husband, and he had pneumonia. He was like, Tracy, if something happened to me, you can handle it. You keep this family. And I was breathing. And the ambulance said, we got to wait to hear from the hospital if we can take your husband. Sweat was just dripping off of him. My husband staying in the gym, he couldn't breathe. But I did what God told me, and I ended up with this COVID. I didn't question God or nothing. It was just, I got all this, And now I got to have back surgery. I got all this you told me to do. And while I'm sitting here thinking, why you got me cooking? Why you got this? Now I got to have back surgery. I've been humiliated with people I never met. But he was just blessing me in the midst of my storm. A present help in the time of trouble. That don't mean trouble is going to come. Kim, you heard soror. Yeah. It don't mean you're not going to have trouble. But I told my people from the time I stepped on my page, I'm nobody's celebrity. I'm nobody's star. I stayed humble because I went through a humble situation. I went through losing my page, but God gave it back to me. Hey! He gave it back to me. But I had to be still and wait, and he gave it back. I had to go through a lesson that you can't help everybody. Because that's what messed me up. And jealousy. Helping other people that wanted to be me. You can't help people that want what you got. You got a husband. Your husband should not have no wife on his job. No wife husbands. And husbands, you don't need no work wives. No. You speaking over something and bringing it into your home. Your husband shouldn't have a best friend but you. The one he lay with and he play with. If he can't talk to you and he can, communication is the key. See, that's our problem now. We want everybody else to pray for us to God when it's open for you. It's open communication. Don't wait for nobody else to pray for you. Pray for yourself. I told a lady that yesterday. I don't ask. And if I ask, I'm already going to pray for myself. Because the curtain was ripped for me to go in. I'm going to turn the camera around because I'm going to walk around to the other side. All right? I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to turn y'all around too. I've learned that you can't, let me tell you something. You will mess yourself up. And when I say you will, you will. You'll mess yourself up claiming stuff. Claiming some work husbands and some work wives. And child, your husband is yours. And whatever you need him to do, if you got to stop by his job, he don't need no work wife. No. We're going to put this all the way on summer now. I'm going to let y'all see it. We don't need no work husbands. No. You speaking too much. Because too many friends already. Your husband got a friend and next thing you know, you mess around and die or divorce him. He going to marry your friend. You already dealing with some stuff. Don't give the devil that kind of room. No, let's get in these pots and check it out. God been so good to me. And I don't care what it looked like. I don't care who fell off. I don't care who left me. He was there all the time. I had to get it together. I had to quit thinking I had to help everybody while they was hurting me. And I did. I don't mind not telling people no. I don't mind. I want to show y'all what's in my freezer. I can't do nothing else until my food finishes. But it's done. I'm just waiting on these taters. So right here, I think them taters ought to be getting close to being ready. I'm going to go over there and get that pack, what I told you about. All right? And if you ain't got no money for sour cream, get you one pack of that woman's stuff. I hope her. And she got a sour cream pack. Get one of them. Once your taters right, get you one and shake it in that water. You can shake your big one or little one, depending on how many taters you're trying to make. And then get your little milk. And then get your little butter. You don't even got to use all that other stuff. And your family ain't going to know no difference. Because it's already incorporated. Y'all want me, I'm finna show y'all. I'm finna show you right here. Let me check these taters again. Let's see if they about ready. Oh. So this is what I do. I don't take the water out. Y'all with me? I know y'all can see. They come in big and small. I take this sour cream and chive. I leave the taters whole right now. Don't worry about that. Leave them taters whole. Because we need this water to get this going. You know, this crazy. They like to pop on you. They like to pop. So you got to kind of have to move quick. So I'm going to have to do this real quick. I might just use one today. One might be enough. Sometimes I use two. And I might just use one. I'm going to... You finna go, friend?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
Very good.
More add a little milk. Okay. I'm cooking. I'm almost done, friend.
Oh, wow. Mm.
We out. I tell my husband to bring some more home. Okay. Turn it down. You're under control now. And you can mash these as tight as much as you want to. Thank you, friend. Here you go, friend. Put that in there.
Huh?
This right here.
Okay.
Thank you, love. You have a good one. See you in the morning?
Yes.
All right. You don't forget you got a pie in your bag.
Yes, I have it.
That way you can let. Okay, love. We got to make sure we get him some sweets while he's doing surgery, okay?
Okay.
Have a good one.
Thank you. No, I gotta go to the bathroom for doing the mat.
Okay. Okay. I don't know why this is stuck, but this normally spins, right? Because I use it for my eggs. But what you can mash your stuff up as much as you want. I like mine to have a little texture to it. And child, my husband be helping me sometimes put my stuff up. Ask me what my masher at. I don't know. But that's what I'm doing right now. Right? Okay. Now you can add, if you want to turn this off, because this thing don't play, right? And right now you can add your salt and pepper, taste it, because you had a little salt. You just need to add your little pepper, add your little butter, right? Told you I know how to cook. I know how to cook. Yes, sir. Take me through that. This is ready, right? This is how I like mine. I'm just gonna do just a tiny drop. Look at that. They'll never know. They will never know that you didn't go to the store and get you no sour cream. They won't know. They won't know. Right? Then we're going to add some butter. We're going to add some pepper. Y'all know how we do it now. We put the butter in there. We're going to add some butter. I'm going to get some pepper. Who didn't do it? Yes, you did. You did it, Mama. Yes, you did, Mama. Mama, what's for dinner? I'm going to show them. I'm going to line everything up for them. So they can get on out my way now. Hold on. As a minister to you. Bye, friend.
Do you want to lock your door?
No, you don't. No.
All right.
Thank you. Good day. Okay. I'm going to do that. Put that pepper. You know how we got to have that pepper. Now, I'm cooking for my family. If I was cooking for anybody else, everybody don't like pepper. You can add your own pepper If I was catering for you, I wouldn't put no pepper. You can put your own pepper. When you get ready to sit down and eat it. Then I'm going to put another little bit of butter to sit on top of this. It's just going to sit. Don't ask me why. It got to sit right there. So I'm going to go give him another little scoop of butter. All right? Just a little dollop of daisy. Get a stick of butter out. Alright. Now I'm going to show you everything we just cooked. Y'all see that? Did y'all see how easy we did that? Didn't we do it? Did we do that? Okay, put your lid on it because anything can get what? Cold. Put your lid on there. I'm going to show you everything we just cooked. Alright. Now you can turn your stuff down on low. I'm going to move everything over here to the eye and clear my station. Everything is ready. And I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to take both of y'all around at the same time. We got mashed potatoes. We got ground beef and gravy. I got cabbage I cooked the other day, y'all. I got homemade biscuits. And we did it all. They used to say you find it all in South DeKalb Mall. Okay. And then I want to take y'all over here. Let y'all see what all I got in my freezer. Okay, I'm done. Kitchen clean. Everything looking good. Everything right. I gotta just put the milk up now. Put the lid on my stuff. Turn it down. I got it down. That's it. I'm gonna overcook it. I can always warm it up, but it's ready. Y'all feel me? It's ready, okay? So now let me show you my freezer over here, what I sell for some of y'all. I done about sold out though. I have sold a lot the other day. So, right? Brownies and all kind of lemon squares, cake slices. See what I'm saying? Strawberry. But I've been, you know, I be selling a lot. So sometimes I have to give myself a break. You know, sometimes my body be like, you old. Give yourself a break. So that's what I do sometimes. I give myself a break. So listen. Hit me up in my email. It's mamascomfortcooking@gmail.com. I can send you a list of all the different desserts. And I have someone from my page bought this freezer for me. And I also have mini sweet potato pies. Peel all of my stuff on live. I be cooking over there on TikTok. And I'm telling you, they're good. Was that mashed potatoes? Yeah, I just finished them. You missed it. I'll show them to you. All right, y'all. So listen. I don't know how long I've been on here, but I know I'm other than the English peas, I'm done cooking. All right. I have been on here for 2 hours. I'm finna drop y'all like a hot biscuit. Thank you for watching me over here on FB. Homemade biscuits. I love y'all. Yes, I do. I'm going to see y'all later, honeybees. I'm going to be on TikTok for a little while. They know what I'm going to do. They're going to drop off. But I'm on battle over here on TikTok. If you want TikTok, I need your help for a couple of battles. All right? What's the question? Did you answer my question? How do you keep hamburger from tearing apart? Mine didn't tear apart. I put egg in it. I put flour in it. I put a little milk in it. It didn't fall apart. That's how I keep mine. Healthy eating is important. It is important. And you don't have to tell nobody that, Evelyn. I'm 58 years old. Don't come over here messing with me. I'm going to block you. All my life, I never knew you. My life has been great. Don't come over here and use wisdom. That's jealousy in you. You don't have to try to tear down with no man. Let me set this record straight, and I'm going to use her as an example. I love to use people as examples because, you know, some people are so saved and dignified and judge everybody. A lady had the nerve to tell me, how can I let people cuss when I'm battling? Let me help you out. You don't have to watch nothing, just like regular TV. The difference is we engage with you, and you cannot talk back to that TV. But when you watch a TV program that you do not like, you just keep moving. And healthy people die. And people that ain't sick die. And people that ain't got a diagnosis die. And people that eat healthy still have health problems. Because your mama did not give you your allergy. Your mama gave you her immune system. So you can eat good 365 days a year and still have diabetes. You can eat healthy all the days of your life and go to the gym and still have chronic arthritis. See, what you got to do with jealousy is you have to choke it out at the root. You have to go and tell people that ain't got no business trying to talk to you on your page any kind of way because they too lazy to start their page. You just have to kind of read them and let them go. Like my daddy used to say, reading, writing, and arithmetic. But see, Evelyn Francine McAllister, if she don't like what I'm doing, to an open shame. Because they know better. That's what I like about being over here on TikTok. They young people, you have a little more tolerance. But when you got old people, people in their 50s and in their 60s, and all they want to do is sow discord, you have no time. Let it be a lesson learned. Life consists of two types of people, those that want to have something to do with you and those that don't. I love you. I ain't going to block them. I hope she have wisdom and stay away. I see y'all later, honeybees.